Family, that living fire of the creator and the creatress, that healing fire that burns up disorder, that cleanses so that we can build, literally heals. It literally flows through our hands. It flows through our hands. Through our hands, we have the ability to heal imbalances in our body. Through our hands, we have the ability to bring calm to our spirit. Through our hands, we have the ability to demonstrate to others how they can heal. And healing is alignment. Bring into formation. And when I say formation, if I have information for you, as in this video, I'm passing this information along. If your ears are clear, if you are in a clear space and you can hear well, you can see well, you will receive all that I'm giving you. If your computer has a short, you may receive portions of the information that I'm giving you. If you're responsible for passing that information along, then the person receiving the information from you is going to receive corrupted information. They're not going to be able to do with it what was intended because the information was not passed along in a pure form, right? So when we say even the words information, think about it. In formation, we're in formation, we're lined up, we're aligned. So if you have water pipes, if they're properly aligned, when you turn on the faucet, the water will flow. When you turn it off, it will stop. If it's not properly aligned, it may not flow when you turn the faucet on, or it may drip continuously. And so we want to become aware of the fire that literally is within us. It's within our breath. It's more than just the oxygen. Every cell in our body is alive. I said the elements are alive. Everywhere you go on this planet, you have a right to be. You are so deeply honored. You are so deeply honored as a creation of Mother, Father, God in nature. If you only knew, you have the ability to communicate with the minerals. You have, and it's natural, you have the ability to communicate with the trees, with the plants, with the animals, with all of nature. You have the ability to communicate with Mother Earth. Even she breathes, and I felt her breath. That's a story for another time, but I felt her breath. And I couldn't believe, I'm talking about literally being in the earth and feeling the earth, breathing. That breath doesn't just calm you down, it cleanses the fog that's in your mind. It allows you to be able to see spiritually. It allows you to be able to see things for what it is instead of what you may be making it up to be. We talk about coming and speaking the truth and setting the scales of justice in their proper place. There is a lot of disorder that needs to be burnt up, that needs to be destroyed on the planet today. No one is coming from the sky to save us and to make that happen and to clean it up. No, it's happening through you and it's happening through me, operating in our natural manner, which means we have to come back. We have a responsibility to come to the altar, to hear from our own soul who we are. And they will direct us and tell us who we are, where we come from, and they will confirm it. You will be able to confirm what you receive at the altar physically. You will be able to confirm it and distinguish between the voices of order and disorder. Because your soul, if you're operating in disorder, will move away from you. And there comes a point because it does not operate in disorder. It comes a point if you continually operate in disorder over lifetimes, and I can't tell you how many, but there's a point in time where it will separate from you. And there's only a window of time to call it back through ritual. And when it leaves and it goes back to Mother, Father, God to give its report, you as a spirit are now slated for destruction, for reabsorption. Like you take a drop of water and drop it into the ocean, you will never be able to find that individual drop again. It's made up of the same composition, the same elements, but you will never be able to distinguish where that individual drop is. You lose your individuality when you lose your soul. What does it profit a man to gain the whole world and lose his own soul? That's what that actually means. The soul is not your spirit, it's not your mind. It's when you begin to study the Egyptologists who went to Kemet and started to decipher the writings on the walls. When you begin to study that, you will see, because they didn't know the culture, they didn't know what certain words meant. They would ask people, what did certain things mean? And so the words for soul and spirit, they confuse them. But we're very clear about what it means, because the language of ancient Kemet is the root language for all of our languages on the continent. It is a living language. The words are different in our different languages, but the definitions are the same. The names of the deities, the Abosom, the Orisha, the Vodun, they're different in the different languages, but the descriptions of them, their titles and their personalities and their functions, what they do, are the same. You walk with the power of a living God. You literally walk with an authority on this planet that you have not seen manifested in your lifetime. That is within you. So as you begin to move towards you, to release the fear, you will come to understand that there is a day that terror flees. And it's the day that you embrace who you are in your fullness. That's what Destiny Embraced is about. As you embrace yourself fully, there's some places you will walk, you won't even have to open your mouth. Before you even get there, those spirits will run. There is a day that terror fled, and it is the day that we wake up to who and what we are.